What's up, guys? So I just want to start this video off by giving you guys a heads up that this video was recorded on the same SD card as the last video, so there's going to be a little bit of glitches or the video just completely got ruined altogether, so I had to just cut it out. So bear with me on that sort of stuff, so I'll just chime in every once in a while to kind of explain things. Got the car over here. I just posted it up on my Instagram for people to come get it, and I have like a ton of DMs right now to come pick it up because I posted it basically for free. I was like, just come pick it up. My gift to you guys, get the S13 shell for free. I'm really just concerned about the RB, so all good there. I went to AAA. It had $292 in order to pay for the back fees, register, title transfer, everything. $292 out the door as long as you have your smog. So that wasn't bad at all. Then the only thing that was optional was going to be the 5-lug conversion as well as the wheels and the coilovers. So if you wanted to have the coilovers, 5-lug and wheels on here, then I just charge, you know, $500-600 bucks. You guys can keep all that because otherwise I was planning on keeping that stuff and parting it out. So if you wanted it for more or less like a bare shell, it would just be free. But if you wanted to obviously buy the coilovers and all that sort of stuff. But if you want to make it rolling and buy the coilovers off of it and the 5-lug conversion, then it'd be $500-600 bucks. So anyways, I got a whole bunch of people interested. I only got maybe like 2 hours to prep this car, so I gotta pull this RB out, take everything out. I'm probably gonna switch that clean S13 passenger seat with the one in my car. And if you look down here, the tension rod bracket, it's like power braced. So it has like a gusset underneath, and I think it's plated on the side and then a rod welded to it. And I already have spare tension rod brackets over there that are good. So I'm gonna take those off, put those on there. It has an R32 cross member, take that out, put a stock cross member in, and then pull the engine and all that. So yeah, busy. I gotta get to it though, because I feel really rushed right now, and I'll update you. I just unbolted the motor mounts. This thing is just in here with a piece of wood keeping it in place, basically. So he said he just put it in here, didn't hook anything up. Got the harness off to the side. By the way, like the entire harness is all nicely braided and done. So for everything, it's all cool, which is nice because my KA already had the whole harness done like this as well. So at least I'm not like downgrading and then have to redo all of this. Let's try pulling her out, eh? How's everything look, boys?
Empty. Oh.
Oh yeah, look, turbo barely has any like shaft play at all. Look at that, barely moving. That's all good. Shout out to Limitless Coatings on Instagram. He sent me this like powder coated mug. His OffBeat logo in there. I've been using it I think for like over a year now. Here we have oil filter relocation that they did on here. So boom, that's money right there. All the harness nicely done. Overall everything looks good, and let's go to the car too. You can see the mounts on the ground, but this is an R32 cross member, so this gets quite a bit of money because it's obviously from the R32 Skyline. They also went and reinforced the tension rod brackets, so this is what you would typically call like a power brace. So they've done this, and I already have stock tension rod brackets that I got from the junkyard, so I'm going to be unbolting this one, putting in some stock ones, taking out this cross member, putting back in a stock cross member. So both those I'll make money on. That is the next item on the to-do list. We'll get started on that. Got the coilover bolted back up, the rack and pinion bolted up. Cross member looking good, other side good as well. There we go, there's the 2 brakes off. I also took the lines off with it, so that should be able to sell as a nice front pair. I just gotta bolt up the wheels, finish cleaning out the car, and we should be good. I also went and swapped S13 passenger seats from the coupe over here, the one that I'm parting out, to my car. And the footage I have from that is basically all trash because of that SD card. But basically the reason I was doing it is because the one that's currently in my S13, that one had like a tear in it, and behind that there's a sharp piece of metal, so it usually poked people when they sat in it. On top of that, there was like no cushioning in it, so it just like, you just constantly sagged and it didn't feel nice sitting in it. But the one that was in this S13 coupe over here, it had really nice cushion. It was like, basically felt like memory foam in comparison to the one I had. And on top of that, there was no metal poking you or anything like that. So I quickly just took that one out, swapped it into my car, took the one from my car, and then put it into the coupe. Car is cleaned out. Engine bay is like this. I still gotta take off the AC compressor though, because Nikita wants that, because it is for an RB supposedly. So he has an RB25 that he's building. So he wants AC on it, which is why he'll take that compressor and put it on that. Tension rod brackets changed out, cross member changed out, brake calipers taken off, car cleaned out, passenger seat swapped. So there ended up being a lot of people that were messaging me about getting the car, both non-rolling and rolling. So I had about, I think like over 150 DMs about it. And what it came down to for me was, it was a lot easier for me to just sell the car rolling, right, with everything. That way I wouldn't have to take everything off and then part it out later on. So that kind of filtered out half the people, so they would just be the rolling people. And then on top of that, some people, they wanted to buy it rolling, but they were out of state. So for me, whoever could get it basically the fastest with rolling, those were people selected out of that. So it was gonna be $600 for all that, but then someone offered me $650 for it. So then I went and opted for them, and they would pick it up the same night as well. So that's who got picked, and it was a friend of my friend who ended up getting it for $650. Basically bought the coilovers and the 5-lug on it, and as well as all the wheels. And then on top of that, after I take out my KA from LDC2, I'm gonna sell that one hopefully for $900 to $1,000. So we're looking like I'm actually gonna be profiting from RB20 swapping. Still have the R32 cross member to sell. Still have the power brace tension rod bracket to sell. Still have these E-fans to sell. Still have that generic steering wheel to sell. But fingers crossed, we'll see it obviously until the very end. And anyways, we'll just wait for Scott to come over here and pick up the new ride. So there's the S13 all loaded up. You wanna say hi, new owner?
Hello.
Oh yeah.
What's up?
Thanks, Scotty.
All right, we're gonna build something a little bit nicer than a Mustang this time. Learn everything that I've seen from everybody else's 240 and apply it to this thing.
And what motor are you gonna put in it?
This one, right here. LQ or whatever it is.
Is it LQ?
LM7.
It's an LM7.
Sorry.
I am so disappointed in you.
And all these guys, they actually lifted it, the whole entire front end of the car up in order to get it on here. It's the first time I've seen that done. All right, so these guys are gonna do another demonstration of lifting it up off the ground. Oh my God.
Oh, well, let's do two people, Jeff. Just me and you, ready?
Wait.
Oh, damn. Getting air.
Just you, Scotty, not just you.
All right.
Oh!
What'd you lift?
Just breaks it. Bought it August 3rd, sold August 6th. Now I got an RB, boys. Yeah! So this is the right quarter. It has this like little indent right here and this little crease. Trunk is all good. Bumper is fairly good. This side, a little bit of dents. Roof is alright, just has a small little thing, but for the most part all good. Way better than mine. Doors fairly clean. This fender I believe is clean. Pig nose front is all good. That's all good, that's all good. Dash is cracked, but it does have a dash. 2 S13 seats. It has the door panels, you know, carpet in there. Has speakers. Fender is a little bit messed up because the door keeps closing on it. But anyways, if you buy the 5-lug, it'll come with those wheels as well as that wheel and the other S14 SE wheel over there. There are the coilovers. Has the condenser and everything for the AC, the wiring. There's the compressor, master cylinder, brake booster, clutch master, all the wipers. You know what I mean? And then pig nose front. Yeah. Frame rail, clean on this side. Pretty good. Passenger side, same thing, all good. And frame rail, like all the way up front, everything looks pretty straight on it. The whole like front end core support is all good, so it's pretty straight and clean title. There you go. Just noticed this right down here. I'm not sure what they did, but they did some sort of, I'm assuming like welding over here, and they kind of, I don't know. But that's basically like I think the only flaw on this thing really. Bye bye car. Sold. Boys. Dude, it is hot in the shop right now. I'm sweating over it. It is super hot in the shop right now. Fuck, I'm dripping.